Luce with H1 Unlimited. This is what we come to Madison, Indiana for, the Madison Regatta. It's now time for the Indiana Governor's Cup. We're ever closer to crowning a champion.
We are ever closer. We are 5 laps away around this 2.5-mile race course on the Ohio River. 5 H1 Unlimiteds are in the water. It is a winner-take-all final. Jeff, let's take a look at the points and the boats that are going to come out here and run in our final heat. The Miss Homestreet starts out as our top point getter so far on the weekend with a perfect 900 points. Jimmy Shane driving a Miss Homestreet, the U1, the boat owned by the citizens of Madison, Indiana. Second on our list, the U9, the Lynx Healthcare. The boat is driven by Corey Peabody out of Kent, Washington. They have amassed 780 points. The boat is owned by Daryl and Vanessa Strong out of the Tri-Cities. Third on our list, the Miss Colleen, the Unlimited Racing Group, driven by Jamie Nielsen with 650 points. The boat is owned by Scott and Shannon Rainey out of Cle Elum, Washington. Just watched a countdown here. We are now inside 5 to the 5, so inside 10 minutes to the start of our Governor's Cup here, the Indiana Governor's Cup. Our fourth boat on the front row, Jeff Ayler. Fans are going to like this. Another boat from Madison, Indiana, the U91, the Goodman Real Estate. The boat is driven by Jeff Bernard. It's owned by those same folks, the citizens of Madison, Indiana. They come into the final heat with 510 points. Our trailer boat today will be the U8, the Miss Tri-Cities. The boat is owned again by Daryl and Vanessa Strong out of the Tri-Cities of Washington. It is driven by J. Michael Kelly, Jeff Ayler. They had a flagrant fuel flow violation in their last heat. That was the third heat today. Therefore, they are the trailer boat. They bring in 239 points. So the front row, the Homestreet, Lynx Healthcare, Miss Colleen, Goodman Real Estate, or as I like to say it, Jeff Ayler, Shane, Peabody, Nielsen, Bernard.
And JMK as the trailer. We are now 8 minutes and 40 seconds away from the winner-take-all championship heat of the Indiana Governor's Cup. The longest race of the weekend for the H1 Unlimited Hydroplanes. The Wild Bill Cantrell Memorial Race Course, 2.5 miles around. It will be a 5-lap, 12.5-mile championship heat. Brad Luce, this track, longest straightaways, tightest turns in the H1 Unlimited Hydroplane Series. 4 boats on the front row, 1 trailer. We've seen it here many, many times at the Indiana Governor's Cup and APBA Gold Cups. Lane 1 is not necessarily the right lane to be in, but if you're in lane 1 and you get to turn 1 first, you can dictate the boats to your outside on the positioning, but you still have to get through there clean.
You do have to get through it clean, and there is a long list of drivers who were unable to do that. We only have to go back as far as last year when J. Michael Kelly got bit down there in that lower corner. Maybe go back to the Gold Cup in 1979. Steve Reynolds will tell you it bit him hard down there in the Circus. But to your point, if you can get through it clean and get out and have the jump on everybody, then you are in good position moving forward.
7 minutes and 10 seconds until the start. Brad, we generally do this in Madison. Fans along the shoreline, who likes J. Michael Kelly and Miss Tri-Cities? Who has rooting interest for Jamie Nielsen and U11 Miss Colleen? How about Corey Peabody and U9 Lynx Healthcare? How about rooting interest for Jeff Bernard and Miss Goodman Real Estate? Final boat. How many of you like Jimmy Shane and Miss Homestreet?
Seems to be a consensus. That wasn't a scientific count on my part, but I think there was consensus on that one. I think they liked that Jimmy Shane kid.
As Keith Jackson said during the 1971 APBA Gold Cup here for ABC's Wide World of Sports, there is a rooting interest along the shoreline for Miss Madison.
Absolutely. A quiet, peaceful little town going about its own way most of the time. But once a year, oh, it happens.
Let's remember the late Fred Alter, who was 5th in that race in the Town Club. Fred Alter minus the tail feathers. Fred Alter, drive a barrel if you put an engine in it and be tough.
He would have been tough, and he was in Detroit one year, not too many years ago, and he was still around. I went down and asked him that question. He looked at me and he said, well, I probably would have back in the day. Fred Alter, a great competitor.
I'm sorry to step on you. I'll bring him down to the 5-minute period. 30 seconds until 5 minutes, inside 30 seconds until 5 minutes for the Indiana Governor's Cup at the 2022 Madison Regatta. 20 seconds. 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. That is the 5-minute period for the winner take all Indiana Governor's Cup at the 2022 Madison Regatta. Drivers, light up the Lycomings.
And they are doing it. Jeff Haler, the first boat away from the dock. The U1, the powder blue, the Miss Home Street with Jimmy Shane. Also the U9, Lynx Healthcare, Corey Peabody out of Kent, Washington. He's away. Then it's Jamie Nielsen. He's coming away from the dock. I see the tail feathers on the 91 beginning to depart the dock behind the lowered crane. And J. Michael Kelly is away from the dock. So all 5 of our H1 Unlimiteds. And look at this from J. Michael Kelly. But he will be the trailer boat, but I think he likes that little start sequence there. He had it in his previous heat, straight over to the backstretch. Jamie Nielsen cuts the race course. So Jimmy Shane finds a couple of hydroplanes out in front of him. Question in my mind, Jeff Haler, we saw Jimmy Shane in that last heat be way to the outside and have lots of water to play with in that lower corner. Will he do it again?
I would not be surprised, but this boat right here, this Chartreuse Royal Blue Carnival Orange, Jamie Nielsen, big improvement today in testing, fabulous run the heat races. This gentleman right here, the one-time Major League Baseball draftee of the Kansas City Royals, he knows lane number 1's important, and he has a wonderful knack of getting lane number 1. 3:35 until the start. Now Bernard cutting through the infield in Madison Racing, Goodman Real Estate.
We talked about this earlier in the broadcast. We thought this would be a busy and a hectic milling period. We've already seen 3 or 4 cuts through the infield. We'll see if anybody else wants to do it. Is Jeff going to go all the way down? And he is. How about Jimmy? So far, he's gone all the way around. See if he wants to cut the race course. Comes J. Michael Kelly. He will be the trailer. And again, we've talked about it earlier. We've got the 2 silver boats on the water. J. Michael Kelly drives the one with the orange tail feathers on it. The boat on the front straightaway right across start finish line is Corey Peabody, the Lynx Healthcare. That one's got the silver feathers.
3 of our 5 drivers have won the Indiana Governor's Cup. Jeff Bernard in 2008, FormulaBoats.com. J. Michael Kelly in 2014 and 2015. Jimmy Shane, a 4-time winner here in Madison. Brad Luce, could Jamie Nielsen or Corey Peabody get their first win in Madison? We'll find out in 2:30.
Well, Corey Peabody's been on kind of a hot streak of the last 4 H1 Unlimited races. Mr. Peabody has stood atop the podium on 3 of them. So he's on a roll, fresh off that Gold Cup win.
So right now, underneath the Milton Madison Bridge on the Indiana shoreline, we see Nielsen sort of fishtailing just a touch, trying to kill some time, get into position. He wants lane number 1. We're coming up on 2 minutes. We are 2 minutes until the start.
And I like where Jamie Nielsen is. Might be a little bit early, but he's trying to go slow here. But remember, Jeff, he's got to stay above A, and he just decided, nope, I can't do it. He had too much time to kill on the clock. So Nielsen has cut the course. Watch, he'll cut it again. When he starts up and gets on the GP course, he's going to cut it again. He's going to do it with a lot of speed. Go, Jamie, go. He'll come over and join the rest of the field. Here he comes now across, but he's going to have to stick to an outside lane. Mr. Bernard, you were talking about him having a knack for putting his boat on the inside. I think he's got it in there. And look who's going to be right next to him if they stay the way they are. It's going to be the other Madison boat, U1, home street.
Coming up on the 1 minute period, the field will go down through turn number 1. 1:10 until the start. Right now, Miss Madison Racing driver Jeff Bernard, Goodman Real Estate, seems prized to get lane number 1. We're 3, 2, 1, mark. The 1 minute period is underway for the winner take all Indiana Governor's Cup. Must have your lane established prior to the entrance pin at turn number 2. Brad Luce, take him up to the Milton Madison Bridge.
On the inside lane, headed toward the bridge is the U91, the black and gold Goodman Real Estate. That is Jeff Bernard. Lane number 2 is teammate Jimmy Shane, driving the blue and white, the Miss Home Street. Lane number 3 is going to go to Corey Peabody, driving the U9, the Lynx Healthcare. Lane number 4, and on the outside of the front row is going to be the chartreuse and royal blue of Jamie Nielsen and the Miss Colleen. Your trailer boat is trailing as they get to the top end of the race course. Jeff Ayler, we are inside. 25 seconds until the start. Let's crown a champion here at this Indiana Governor's Cup.
Jeff Bernard, lane 1, Jimmy Shane, lane 2, Corey Peabody, lane 3, Jamie Nielsen, lane 4. They're at the bridge at 12. This should be a super start. Madison, Indiana, triple buckle up. We're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. We're racing. Appears to be a clean start in the winner take all championship of the Indiana Governor's Cup at the 2022 Madison Regatta. Corey Peabody was there first. We look into turn number 1. Corey Peabody, your leader in Lynx Healthcare. The start was good. Peabody in front. Shane, deck to deck.
Here we go. This is the showdown. And so far, Shane's been able to walk away. But there is additional shoot speed in the Lynx Healthcare and Corey Peabody. They are side by side up the backstretch. Remember, fans, we go 5 times around. Peabody's got the lead on the outside. It is Jimmy Shane on the inside. Home Street in 1, Lynx Healthcare in 2. Then it's back to Jeff Bernard. Now you're looking at the blue boat up there. That's the Home Street. Look for Corey. Where is he? Oh, he's right there, Jeff.
Exciting dueling, intense dueling. They are side by side underneath the Milton Madison Bridge. Shane to the inside, Peabody to the outside. We'll come down to complete lap number 1 of 5. It's anybody's race. Shane is your official leader after lap number 1 by a boat length. We'll watch the battle up in the front. Deck to deck dueling at turn number 1. Shane in the Home Street bank. Peabody and Lynx Healthcare. Shane gets there first. Rough maneuvering. Shane. Peabody is still there off the turn. Shane in front. Peabody hidden in second.
Yeah, you can't see Corey Peabody, but he is right there. He's only about 2 boat lengths back. Again, a third of the way up the backstretch. Great racing here up the backstretch. And we got a great duel running for 3rd place coming off the lower corner. But our leaders are going up to the Milton Madison Bridge. It is still Jimmy Shane and Corey Peabody. Then it's back to the Miss Colleen, Jamie Nielsen, and Jeff Bernard. Top end of the race course. It is Jimmy Shane in the Home Street. Where's Corey? There he is, Jeff.
Boy, Corey Peabody driving a doozy on the outside. He is not giving up, and we've got battles for 3rd as well. We will come down to complete lap number 2. It's Miss Madison Racing. Jimmy Shane in front of Miss Home Street. Make it a 4 boat length advantage over Corey Peabody in the Lynx Healthcare. Side by side dueling for 3rd between Jeff Bernard, and now Nielsen has moved into 3rd. We go back into turn number 1. Shane in front. Peabody is still battling in 2nd. Off the turn. Now Shane leads by 6 boat lengths, but Brad watch this battle for 3rd.
They've almost got a dead heat for 3rd. It was Jamie Nielsen on the outside who claimed 3rd place in Miss Colleen, but it was only by about half a boat length. Now you can see a little bit of Corey Peabody in the Lynx Healthcare up the backstretch. He is giving a little bit of ground to Jimmy Shane, but the operative word there is a little bit. This is still anybody's boat race. Top end of the race course. Corey Peabody does not want to go away. They found some extra beans in that boat for the final.
Beautiful final heat here in the Indiana Governor's Cup. Your APBA Gold Cup champion in 2nd, not giving up. We will come down to complete lap number 3, and Peabody is closing. Lap number 3, here comes Peabody on the outside. Shane's lead is down to 3 boat lengths. Jeff Bernard in 3rd, Nielsen in 4th, Kelly in 5th. Corey Peabody driving a whale of a race on the outside. Madison, Indiana's Miss Home Street. Shane gets there. Tough maneuvering in turn number 1. Shane in front. Brad Corey Peabody is still knocking on the door.
Yeah, he's still knocking on the door. He definitely gained coming down the front straightaway, and he's much closer to Jimmy Shane than he was last time. It is Jeff Bernard in the Goodman Real Estate running in third, but the race is out front. A dynamite final heat here in the 2022 Indiana Governor's Cup. Corey Peabody staying in that right side rear view mirror. Now top end of the race course. Shane hangs it on the hook. Corey right with him. They're going to come down to pick up the white flag, Jeff.
Off the turn, Shane in front, and Peabody is only back by 4 boat lengths. One of the most spectacular final heats in Indiana Governor's Cup history, with Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb looking on. White flag displayed. 4 complete, 1 to go. Jimmy Shane in front. Still that 3 boat length advantage. The top 2 entering turn number 1. The forward, Peabody is blowing over.
He's over.
Peabody is blown over. He's done a complete 360, and I believe he landed upside down. Oh, my. Fans, my apologies. That boat landed right side up, and I think the lid is up. Oh, goodness. We'll go silent, Brad, and our final heat of the Indiana Governor's Cup under the red flag situation. And Brad, just real quickly, by the rules, if the race is halfway over, that will be a completed race, but we will double check. But right now our concern is with Corey Peabody. What a masterful drive, our Gold Cup champion trying to win here in Madison. We're getting some applause from the fans along the shoreline, so let's hope Corey is okay getting out in his own power.
That's as good a final heat as I've seen for a while. That was 2 guys just duking it out, saying, let's go at it. I'm sorry it ended that way, but to your point, we will just go quiet here for a few minutes and send our best wishes and prayers to Corey Peabody. We will step away.
For our fans along the shoreline, the officials of H1 Unlimited has issued the black flag that indicates the remaining drivers on the race course. You can bring your boat back into the pit area in a safe and orderly fashion. Jamie Nielsen back in, followed by Jeff Bernard and Corey Peabody. And your unofficial winner of the Madison Regatta Indiana Governor's Cup will be Jimmy Shane in the Miss Home Street. But our thoughts right now is with Corey Peabody, his team and family. Stand by.
All right, Jeff Baylor, Brad Luce, I have right now I believe the unofficial winner of the Indiana Governor's Cup, the U1 Miss Home Street, Jimmy Shane, ladies and gentlemen, here for your hometown driver. Jimmy, you hear the crowd, but right now I think we both are focusing kind of on the same thing. That was a heck of a race, but man, you never want to see a race or anything like that happen in hydroplane racing.
No, I mean, you can't ask for any more than that when it comes to a race. I mean, I knew that the 9-boat was going to be faster in the final heat. I just knew it, and I could not shake him. I mean, I tried everything in the book to shake him, and he was within my versatility the entire race on the outside of us, and that's saying something for that 9-boat, man. That is incredible, and I hate to see it end that way. I ran up. It looks like Corey's doing okay. They're just going to do some checkouts, but everything I saw, I mean, he looks okay right now, so I'm happy that he's in good shape, and hopefully the boat's not too damaged. But, man, you guys wanted a show in Madison. That's about as good of a show as we can put on in Madison.
And it looks like, again, unofficial, of course, the Miss Madison teams, it looks like, finished 1 and 2. Man, in Madison, Indiana, can it beat that?
No, that's a great. I mean, we came in with 2 good boats. We knew that we had a chance to have a great finish here this weekend. I know Jeff struggled a little bit at the beginning of the weekend, but the boat got faster and faster and faster. And I mean, that's just a wonderful finish for the entire Miss Madison team, the city, the community, and it's an honor for Jeff and I to race and represent you as a city. And we could not be more proud as drivers to represent the entire city of Madison, Indiana.
All right, again, everything unofficial, pending tech inspection, but what's your message to all these fans on the shorelines?
Well, just keep coming back for the show. We're going to keep bringing it every year, and we hope it's as good as this year, and hopefully everybody stays safe and sound. And I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. There was great music, great vendors out here, and hopefully a wonderful show in that final heat.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, unofficially, your winner of the Indiana Governor's Cup 2022, Jimmy Shane in the U1 Miss Home Street. Jeff, Brad, back to you.
For our fans along the shoreline, please make your way behind the judges stand here along Bond Drive. We will have the awards presentation for Pro Light, Grand Prix America, and the Indiana Governor's Cup. Once again, in the Indiana Governor's Cup Championship heat, the race was declared a completed race after the accident due to going past the halfway mark. We're still waiting on technical inspection from the top 3 boats. As soon as we get that, we will pass it along to you here at the judges stand. But right now, Brad, early on, I believe we're getting some good indications that driver Corey Peabody appears to be in good spirits and good health.
Yeah, he was just walking on pit row, and he was with some of his children, as you might imagine. Some family hugs are a little bit more important than anything else right now. It's certainly more important than races and trophies. And unfortunately, Jeff, you and I have seen this way too many times, and this sport can lull you to sleep. And that was, as you and I like to say, that was as good as it gets. A couple of guys just, you get out of my way, I'm going to get out of your way, and we're just going to slug this out for 5 laps. And Corey was not going away. And unfortunately, we all got excited about it, and we forget just how close they are to going up in the air and going over. And unfortunately, Corey had a nasty-looking flip, but it looks like perhaps he is okay. Certainly seems that way. We will continue the best thoughts and prayers. The 9 is back to the dock now, and there is considerable damage. Maybe we'll just use that as the word. Considerable damage to the hull. It appeared from some pictures we saw that most of the right side of the sponson all the way back to the ram wing was completely gone. And they've got the boat on the slings now. They will pick it up very slowly out of the water. If you've ever carried a large bucket full of water, you'll know how much water weighs, and it'll just tear the bottom right out of the boat if they lift it up too quick. So they will lift it very slowly and drain the boat out, and then they will see what they have to do to get it firmly affixed on the trailer.
So for our fans along the shoreline, we did see Corey Peabody. He's speaking to Pastor Jim Riley. So right now it appears that Corey Peabody came out of that one unhurt. So, but through the evening and throughout next week, please keep Corey in your thoughts and the Strong Racing team, quite the competitors, and I guarantee you they'll work tremendously hard to try to fix this boat for the Half-Oak Columbia Cup. It's going to be a tall task, but if anybody can do it, it will be the Strong Racing team. Stand by for the awards, and when we deliver the big one, the Indiana Governor's Cup, Eric Holcomb, the governor of Indiana, will hand the trophy to our H1 Unlimited Hydroplane champion. Stand by.